Pistons fans, Ron Holland. How does King feel about the Ron Holland pick? I really haven't had an opportunity to really express myself about it. I've kind of just sat back and just watched the reaction, but I also wanted to do a little research myself before I can give you guys an answer. So, you know, let's dig in. All right, Pistons fans. So, Detroit Pistons, fifth pick, NBA Draft 2024. We select Ron Holland. My reaction instantly was, why are we going here? And the reason why is because we have a common theme that we've talked about this entire spring and summer, that we need more spacing. We need more spacing. I wanted to bring someone in either in the front court or someone on the wing who can stretch the floor. And with this pick, we didn't go into that direction. How do I feel about the pick? Well, for me, I gave the pick a B simply because of that reason. The reason you get a B is because I was looking at the options of need at the time. He does fill a hole that we also have. That's defense. Whether he can get to the basket, how athletic he is, how talented he is, that all does not matter if we don't space the floor. But defensively, I will always take. Y'all know how I am. I value defense a lot, especially here in Detroit, because we don't really get whistles. So we got to be able to stop teams. That's just what it is. But when I took the time to look at his mechanics and to really, get a good look at his jump shot, I'm confident that, with our shooting coach that we have here, he's going to have Vincent's going to have a heck of a summer in camp. Got a lot of work to do. I still feel sorry for the brother. So, but between him and Asar, it's almost the same scenario. If something that we've heard here in Detroit a lot, if he could develop a consistent jump shot and be a good jump shooter, the world is his. Like I said, everything else is there. Sound like a similar player? Well, this is a little bit different because he's great finishing at the basket. He's great with contact. He's all of those things. So this is a little bit different. But players like him and Asar developing a decent jump shot to where they're a threat out there. That, if they're open, they're going to knock down a shot. That changes everything for these guys' game. And, I heard him speak on that in a few interviews with different outlets of social media and also at the press conference. He knows that. The mechanics are really, really good. Just a few tweaks here and there, and I think he can become something that's consistent from the three-point line. What does this mean for the Detroit Pistons, though? When you look at that position that he plays, you look at what we have there already. I think we're set there. I think going out and possibly going to get a guy in Tobias Harris to help shore up that front court area. I think, and also bringing back a guy in Fontecchio, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be just fine. The key for the Detroit Pistons is developing some type of identity. Some type of identity within the offense. What do we do to make these players comfortable, to get the best out of them? We still need the shooting, right? So that's why I bring up the Tobias Harris and the Fontecchio, right? The Detroit Pistons have to find themselves. That's the most important at the end of the day. So That's why I went with the grade of B because, to an extent, yeah, the shooting, we need the shooting. We've all realized that. But until we get an identity, until we get an attitude here in Detroit, until we figure out who we are as a team, we're going to be in the same spot. These players have to go and find themselves. And we've tried to do that over the seasons. But in tanking type of scenarios where guys are in and out like a revolving door, it's not the greatest solution to get these guys playing time together. Like we talk about all the time where Cade and Ivy only play 60 plus games together over those years. So I want to see the Detroit Pistons go for it, this year. Listen, man, let's go for a play-in type of situation. I know that's a lot to say coming from 14 wins, but again, I say all the time, if you bring in the right veterans, the right veteran leadership, the right leadership overall, you can definitely throw your name right back into that hat in the East for the play-in position, because the East is the Eastern Conference again. I just spoke on how we just seen the Celtics team limp to a championship. Very fortunate Celtics team. Finals were not great to watch. A lot of inconsistency and brick shots and everything else. It just was not intriguing for me personally. But the Eastern Conference is still the Eastern Conference. You've seen a team in Philly make some moves. Obviously adding Andre Drummond. They still going after KCP. They're trying to get to that next step over there. I have no belief in teams like Philly. Your star player can't stay healthy long enough. All of the great games that he's played, man, and we talking MVP guy, right? But at the right time, he's just not there. You know what I'm saying? It's a Blake Griffin type of ordeal almost, man. It's just when you need him to show up at that time, it's just he's hurt. He's injured. They just can't get it right over there. Well, the Detroit Pistons, we're young. We have some growing to do. It's going to take some time. But for no reason, I can sit up here and say we can't fight for a play-in type of position this season. With a coach that actually gives a damn. That's going to come in here and coach these guys up. That's going to demand the best out of these guys, especially our backcourt. That's going to turn these guys into solid decision makers. I'm looking for turnovers to improve. I'm looking for the mentality of this team to change drastically. That's what I'm looking for. And if we can do those things, we can be right there on that outside trying to put our foot in. I truly do. So, yeah. But back to Holland. So, Summer League is coming. I expect him to absolutely go off in Summer League. I am intrigued to watch Summer League this year. This hasn't been a thing for me over the last couple of years. It used to be everything to me. Remember, when we had Dre, we had Stanley Johnson, we had KCP in the Summer League, even Henry Ellison. But I expect him to go off, man, simply because of the experience that he has playing in the G League. It's going to be a similar type setting for him, and I think he's going to flourish. He's definitely going to flourish, man. And I'm looking for that from him. So, I want to see him take some shots. I want to see some jump shots. I want to see, Holland go out there and when he's open, pull that shot. Pull that shot. Yeah, I don't want to, we know what you can do. Summer League, yeah, you want to go out there and show everybody what you can do, but at the same time, it's an opportunity, once again, for you to stretch a game. Stretch that game out to the three-point line. Take some shots while you're out there, young fella. That's what I want to see from you. So, Summer League is big time, and I hope that, a lot of you guys have an opportunity to watch it. It's not the easiest thing to get access to. The NBA continues to frustrate me, making things so difficult for people to watch. I just do not understand this league. We got a rodeo ahead of us for next season. Pistons basketball. Valley Sports has been an absolute farce. What else can go wrong, right? But hopefully you guys have access. And just like I do every year, I try to put the links out on social media, especially on Twitter, to help people get access to watch those games. But I'm definitely going to be tuning in because I got a Fire Stick, and we're not going to talk about how I watch it. So, with that said, man, let me know what you guys think about the draft pick. But those are my thoughts about the young fella. And I'm looking forward to that in the comments section. Make sure you smash the like button for your boy and hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell as well, too, because we got a lot of Pistons content to talk about over this next month before we get ready to head into that period of, nothing. So, with that said, I hope you guys have a great night. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.